As most of you know, we introduced the Instructor Portal of our SDAC Portal AIM in the fall semester, which the very first step for that for all instructors, if you weren't familiar, would be to review the accommodation letter that you all receive. This is at the top of every letter for every student. So this link will always be available to you, but if you have any issues looking for it, it is also available in your Okta dashboard. Because we are stepping away from Register Blast, we are actually going to start using the test center or the alternative testing module within our portal. And the very first thing that instructors should do to make sure that their tests are properly proctored at the test center would be to review the faculty notification letter or accommodation letter. And right below the information about the instructor portal, right here, there is the link to the test center instructor agreement. Now, this agreement allows us to know some parameters and dates for the exams for your class. And it also allows you the option to let us know if you would prefer to proctor the exams yourself with the accommodations. So the very first step would be to go ahead and click this link, which will then take you to the test center instructor agreement. And if you navigate to the right side where it says available options for your class, under exam management method, you may choose to let us know again if you would prefer to proctor your own exams, if your class does not have any exams, and if you would prefer for us to proctor your exams for you, at least the ones that have any accommodations around test taking. So I'm going to go ahead and select that, and then you just have to make sure that you also select confirm to proceed before clicking submit your selection. And then this opens up the actual questions for the agreement. You must provide a phone number. So if at any given time we have a question for you during the exam, or if the student has a question for you, then we're able to contact you for the student. I'm just going to include our number there. And then you actually have the option to include the first exam date. Well, not option, rather. It asks you to at least include one. But nothing is set in stone. You can always update this in the portal. So I'm just going to add some information here as an example. Let's say that date. And then this grace period, this essentially allows us to be somewhat flexible in the time for when we facilitate the exam at the test center, depending on our availability. So you can include, I'm going to go ahead and include before or after. Number of business days. I'd say, I would be okay if a student took my exam either 2 days before it was meant to be taken by the rest of the class and 2 days after. And then I'll select the time for the exam. And then the standard length, this is the length of the exam for the rest of the students without accommodation. So I'm just going to write 60 minutes here. And then this is in case you would like to skip the exam reminder. And then these are questions specific to that very first exam. So I'm going to just select, I don't want any aids, aids, no Scantron. It is a paper exam. And then I'm just going to write my email as contact information. You can write your personal email if that's what you prefer. I know some instructors do prefer that. And then on the right hand side here, we have the list of questions that would apply to the rest of the course. So any exams beyond that first exam, these are the questions for those exams. So yes, I acknowledge that I want SDAC, the test center, to proctor the exam. And then if you can list the dates, if you know them right away, or if you have a general outline, you can go ahead and do so here. I am just going to go ahead and make some of them up. And then, okay, modality, paper. Is the exam proctored for all students regardless of accommodations? Yes, if that's the case. And then just an acknowledgement that you will upload the exams to the test center portal by noon, the Friday before the scheduled exam. And then this is just acknowledgement of how the test center will return the exams for you. It will be uploaded directly to the SDAC portal, which you can then access when you log in and download yourself. And again, no aids. If you have any additional instructions, you can add them here. And then you can go ahead and click submit and continue to specify. Oh, standard time. Okay. Oh, standard time. Okay, 60. And that's really nice. The system does tell you when you've missed something. Go ahead and click submit and continue. And then that is your instruction agreement form completed for that course. And then you can actually use this page. This is specifically to this student. You can actually add more exam dates under this tab that says list exam dates just below here. Add additional exam date. And it's the same questions you had before. And you also have the option to go ahead and upload the exam file right here if you already happen to have it available. It's the same when you click modify for this exam, that first exam. You also have the option to upload your exam file directly there.